Hi and welcome to my YouTube. Today I'm going to show you different tips for drawing. I am showing you with my simple pencil. This is a 3B, but this is just a sketchbook which has different types of paper on it, but I'm just going to use the basic paper. If you only have a piece of A4 printer paper, that is fine, but the reason I want to keep this really simple is because you don't need anything else, only a pencil when you're doing something. So there are other videos on here. There's how to make a charcoal landscape. You can go and find that in the different playlists. But for now, I'm going to show you different techniques that you can use to improve your pencil skills. I want you to think about this if you're doing portraiture. I want to you to think about this if you're doing still life. I want you to think about this if you're doing landscape. Anytime you're using a pencil, use these skills. And what they're going to do is they're going to add texture, they're going to add movement, they're going to add depth to whatever you're doing. Okay, the first one is circles, right? Circles round and round, but messy circles. Can you see that? Messy circles. So that is going to improve the texture, especially if you're doing mountainscapes. If you imagine there's a mountain coming up, you're going to do circles, round and round circles. Can you see that? Continuous. You can keep your pencil on the page. Okay, next one is flicks, right? It's a bit like ticks. A bit like you're ticking the Nike tick, okay? And what that does is that adds a little bit of like strength into what you're doing. So rather than it being a soft line, if you think about that mountainscape again, or if let's think about a still life, okay? So I'm gonna do a nice vase here. I'll come closer so you can see a vase. What you're gonna do is you're gonna do these strong ticks around the side. So eventually what you'll do is maybe add in shading, but these are your strong ticks. Same with the shadow. You can do that, okay? Strong ticks. Next one is thatching. So thatching is one way and another way. One way and another way. See the way I'm changing over as well? So there is a little bit of texture in that. One way and back the other way. Brilliant. What that's good for is if we're doing a cityscape. So say we've got a big cityscape like this and we want this guy just to have windows. We want this guy to look like he's further away. So we're going to thatch it. Brilliant. Okay. The last one is little circles. Tiny circles that are all close together, like frog spawn. Can you see that? Like frog spawn. So again, this adds texture. So if you're thinking about that mountainscape again, we've got a mountain here. We're going to add in all these little circles. Doesn't matter if they overlap a little bit. Doesn't matter if their sizes are slightly bigger and slightly smaller. The more lines you add, the more layers, the richer your drawing will be. Excellent. Let's go over those. First one is your continuous circles and then move them out. Second one is your ticks. And you're creating round, or you're creating any kind of, you can do backways, look. So if you're doing clouds in the sky, wispy clouds are very good. This one is your thatching, so one way and then another way, and that adds depth in that. So maybe this one would just be shaded. See the difference? And it stands out. And lastly, your tiny little circles. I want you to try those all, whatever you're doing, whatever pencil work you're doing, add those in. You can also use fine pen as well, and I look forward to seeing what you make. Hope you enjoyed the demo. You can subscribe so that you get all of my demonstrations and tutorials whenever they are posted on the site. And also, if you really enjoyed my teaching and you want to learn about my monthly subscription, I have a growing members group, and it's really designed for you if you want to start from the very beginning. It's a very good place to start, and I take you through so that you can become an unintentional artist, and that is what it's called, the Unintentional Artist. You can click the link below in the subscription, in the description, so that you will be able to head across and join me for £20 a month and get all of my best nuggets of teaching and how to bring creativity to the forefront. Thanks again for watching and following.